Hi, how are you guys doing? Good morning. I'm actually going to be talking today in this episode about technology and where technology is actually coming from, the origin of technology. And basically, to let you know that everything that we're going through right now, all the technology that we're using, it's all cyclical. It's something that's been here on Earth before, these thinking devices, and it's nothing new. Sumerians, they went through this. The Atlanteans went through this. And I will actually say that these technology go further than the Atlanteans because the Atlanteans were actually wiped off the face of the earth 11,000 years ago when they had the great when the ice age came to an end. So their civilization came to an end. So these smart devices were actually brought to Earth by an advanced race, and they're called the Anunnakis. And I'm going to get into some details here and explain a few things to let you know what's really happening. And everything that we're doing right now is all cyclical, something humans have done before, and it's changing the way we think, guys. Believe it or not. If you, Doug, do some research and you can go further back, you'll actually find some information on ancient devices that were uncovered with Sumerian language on them. And there was a cell phone actually that they discovered, I would say a couple years back. And I think this is like 5,000 years ago. It had like Sumerian language all over it. And the Sumerian language is basically Anunnaki language, guys, regardless how you want to put it. It's basically the Sumerians were retrained and guided by an advanced race that came from a planet because the civilization before them got destroyed. And it's something that we go through every couple of thousand years, which is 3,654 years. So, um, also, if you dug further in the Bible, sorry, you can actually see that a lot of these technology you could find in certain Bible verse, books like Daniel, Revelation, Genesis. There's another particular book that speak about these um, technology is called the Book of Enoch. Interesting book. The Book of Enoch is a book that was actually it was taken out of the Bible. It was taken out of the Bible basically around 313 AD. They didn't want it in the Bible anymore. I think this was done by the pagans. They thought that humans wasn't ready for this type of information. So keeping it away from humans was one of the best things they could possibly do. So actually, 54 books were actually kept away from humans when they converted the Bible from the Latin Vulgate to the King James Bible. The Latin Vulgate was first written in Latin before it was converted to English. So that's basically a little history on the Holy Bible. And now, a lot of these information that I'm going to be giving you is basically originated in the Sumerian uh, culture, and we're going to be talking about a civilization called the basically the Anunnaki, which I've talked about before. Now, the Anunnaki is basically the creator of our civilization. They taught the Sumerians how to live. They taught them irrigation. They taught them the months of the year, time, government, kingship. Kingship is also from the Anunnaki. All right, just letting you guys know this. Now, have you? Let me ask you a personal question here before I go any further with this conversation, guys. Now, when was the last time you fully go a day without checking your phone? Be honest. Can't remember, right? Neither can most people. Not a lot of people can do that. Here's another question I want to ask my viewers. Have you ever started typing something on your phone, especially text messages, social media platform, you name it, and it basically finish your thought for you or finish the sentence for you? Have that ever happened to you before? Have you ever feel like your smartphone knows you better than your friends, your family, or your peer. Ever had that feeling? That's not a coincidence, guys. That's just good programming. This is something that the ancient Sumerian, talk about with these devices. These devices in ancient time was called hive mind effect. Hive, Hive, mind, Mind effect. Okay? Think about that for a sec. Hive mind effect. Once again, you're not using your phone. Your phone is using you. That's the way this was set up to work. Because these social media platform technology is basically the backbone of it is binary codes. Okay? And binary codes is not from Earth. It was brought to Earth. Yes, I said it. It was brought to Earth by an advanced civilization, whether you want to believe it or not. All right? You can do your due diligence and you can see it for yourself. Now, all right, here we go. Now, ancient Sumerian describe how Anunnaki, their word for those who came from the heaven, which is the advanced race, advanced being, ancient tablets speak of them creating devices, which is what we're using now: cell phone, tablets, computers, you name it, GPS. You use GPS to go places. We're using devices now for everything. Now, they merge these devices with thoughts. They merge everything into one. Okay? And I'm speaking from ancient information here, not modern information, to show you that everything that we're doing right now, it's actually cyclical. It's nothing new. Does that sound familiar at all? It does, right? Okay. Now, this is literally what social media algorithm do. You're talking about Facebook. You're talking about um, um, TikTok, Instagram, X, you name it. They feed you thoughts from millions of people. They feed you all the thoughts from what millions of people are having. They make you think. These algorithms are designed to make you think that you want what other people want. Sound familiar? You're being programmed to want something that everybody else wants. And the algorithm is forcing the masses to think in that particular way. And again, guys, I'm speaking from ancient civilization information, not modern information. I'm just asking these questions to see if you see what's going on today, if it's not the same thing. Okay, so that's why I asked this question. Again, these social media algorithm, what they do, they feed you thoughts that millions of others are having. They let you think that you want the same thing that other people want. Does this make sense at all in any way? If it does, you can slowly nod your head and say, yes, okay. Everywhere you go, this is what is happening on the internet. Okay? Now, these mega tech companies, CEOs in Silicon Valley, they know this. Absolutely. They are not creating the future. These tech companies. All these tech companies are doing, folks, they are recreating the past. Let me go to Solomon. Solomon said in the book of Ezekiel, there's nothing new under the sun. And the more and more I keep doing my research, the more and more I keep seeing that this man was right. And this man is right. Peter Thiel, another tech billionaire, hold end time seminars in San Francisco now. Elon Musk openly warned about AI danger. Zuckerberg changed his company to Meta, Meta. which means beyond in Greek and also dead in Sumerian. Also, guys, the word meta is how the ancient Anunnakis, the beings that come from the sky, called advanced technology like social media. META. Yes, they call it, but this, they pass it down. The Sumerian call it May, MAY, but it's really meta. Okay, so he changed the name of the company maybe a couple of years ago, and a lot of people think all this is new. It's not new at all. This is something that's been on a cyclical cycle for thousands of years, these technology. So I'm just open up your eyes to see that's what is going on right now with these tech billionaires. All they're doing is recreating ancient civilization infrastructure that's already been here before thousands of years ago. That's it. It's nothing new. Think about that for a second. The man who control billions of people social media feed company name is dead. Once again, let me repeat that. We're talking about Mark Zuckerberg here. Zuckerberg. The man who controlled not million, billions of people feed company name is dead. And no one questioned it. All right? Interesting. All these tech gurus are doing, guys, is just recreating something that already have been on this planet before. Phase one. This is how it happened in every civilization. I'm going to list the 6 phases. Okay? Phase one. Sky beings arrive with impossible technology. Hence, Anunnaki, aliens, whatever you want to call them, star beings. Same people. Phase two. They teach humans to build thinking devices. These sky beings teach humans to build advanced technology. Every advanced technology that's here on Earth is commanded by binary codes, ones and zeros. For you to give it any form of instruction, you got to write a code, binary code, ones and zero, which is not from Earth. That's phase two. They teach humans to build these devices by teaching them binary codes. Phase three, these devices become smarter than their creators. You don't see that's happening right now with these devices? These devices are smarter than people. So we're already past phase three. Sound familiar, right? And sound interesting too. I know. Guys, all I'm doing here is just giving you the information on technology with our cyclical cycle. Once again, I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to inform people. Phase four, the devices start thinking independently. Phase five, complete corruption of human consciousness. Complete corruption of human consciousness. Phase six, divine reset, which is judgment, where we go into a new cycle. I'm going to repeat those phases one more time for my audience. So you guys can listen to this carefully and you can see. And once again, guys, I have gotten all this information not from current information. This is from past civilization, what they've been through and what they wrote about. And we're now going through the same thing. So keep in mind, that means everything is cyclical. Phase one, sky beings arrive with impossible technology. Phase two, they teach humans to build thinking devices. Phase three, the devices become smarter than their creators. Phase four, the devices start thinking independently. Phase five, complete corruption of human consciousness. Phase six, divine reset, where everything comes to a screeching halt. The end. We are we are now in phase four as a civilization, moving into phase five, slowly getting into phase five. Once again, in ancient texts, the Sumerian called these advanced technology or thinking devices, may also, hence meta. They were described on the in the Sumerian text. These technology were described to have divine powers. They know all things. They speak with the voice of the gods. Hence, doesn't that sound like Chat GPT? Doesn't that sound like Alexa? Once again, doesn't that sound like your smartphone? What's that person on um, Apple Siri? Siri giving you message? Doesn't the Sumerians said these thinking devices speak with the voices of the gods. They know all things, do all things. And if you need some information, all you got to do is get on Chat GPT, get on Alexa, blah, blah, blah. And Alexa give you the answer in a voice. They speak. Sumerians said this. They speak with the voices of the gods. And just like in ancient times, folks, people are started to worship these devices. They can't do nothing without them. How many times a day do you ask Google for an answer? How often do you trust your GPS than your own sense of directions? How frequently you let Netflix decide what movie you want to watch? What that means, you're already worshiping this AI technology. You just don't realize it yet. Even in Hindu ancient culture, it's called the Mahabharata. This is an old Hindu text. Over 3,000 plus years ago, contains section that read of warfare. Listen to the warfare technology that is being used in the Mahabharata. Weapons that could think and choose their own targets. Weapons that can think and choose their own targets. Craft and move without horses. Craft that can move without horses. Flying objects. Devices that could hear the whispers of their enemy from a distance. Tools that could see the enemies in the dark. Infrared, folks. Infrared technology. That's in the military. They're talking about drones. Some form of drones. I'm not saying it's like the one that we're using now, but it's no different. Flying in the sky with weapons on it, and it's killing people. That happened over 3,000 years ago in India. It's written on the Mahabharata text. This is happening right now, guys, whether you want to believe it or not. Military drones are becoming anonymous. AI systems are making decisions which humans they want to take out. These weapons are now thinking for themselves, just like the Hindu text close to 4 thousand years ago. Your children are also being recruited. This is going to be hard for a lot of people to accept. Ancient texts consistently describe how these thinking devices especially target children. Especially in the book of Enoch, Enoch mentioned how the watchers taught children secret knowledge that will corrupt their mind and stop their spiritual discernment. Example, Facebook, Instagram. Kids have Facebook and Instagram because they got smartphones. Am I wrong? Look around, guys. Look what's happening to the kids now. TikTok algorithm are especially designed to be addictive to the development of children's brain. Video games use the same psychological manipulation technology as gambling. So, what's going on here, folks, is that your children are being programmed. And it's not by accident. The ancient pattern show that children who expose to this divine knowledge become unable to have original thoughts. They only repeat what these devices tell them to do. Once again, guys, this type of information, it's not common knowledge. Not a lot of people is going to embrace this type of information. Not a lot of people are going to want to listen to it. Because also in ancient texts, it says that the conscious ones are going to be few. Few, very few people. The ones that were going to see this programming are going to be very small group of people. They're the ones that are going to warn people and explain to them what's really happening. For example, what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing this on fear base. I'm doing this just to spread awareness, to let you know, even though I can use a social media platform, I'm not going to let it program me. I'm going to do my own thinking for myself. I use these platforms to inform, to make people aware, not to reprogram my mind, not to lose my own level of consciousness, divine consciousness. I'm going to think for myself. But at the same time, in these texts, ancient texts I've discovered, it tells that this is what's going to be happening to our civilization. All right. Now, neuroscience have also discovered that smartphone addiction literally changes brain structure. People that consume everything and learn everything don't discern nothing from these platforms. They're so absorbed in it. And this is all, and they don't really want to think for themselves because they're not using that part of their brain. People that don't think for themselves are constantly on these social media platforms. It's going to rewire their brain structure. And that's a study done by neuroscience. It shrink the area that's responsible for critical thinking and enlarge the area responsible for compulsive behavior. This is what's going to happen with the masses. And you can actually see it for yourself and see that it's happening right in front of us. It's happening right now, whether you want to believe it or not. So I just want to let you guys know that this, what we're going through now as a civilization, has been done before. This smart technology has been here before. And the next generation that's coming, they're going to go through the same thing. No different. We're a civilization on rinse and repeat. We've been on this earth for a long time. So, again, guys, I hope this information helped. I just want to do this quick episode. And thank you very much for always watching my video. Thank you and have a great day.